where do you see a strong insurance management system? When you see that, what does that look like to you?
Well, there are a lot of components to that, Rusty. So when you have a very good insurance management system, it recognizes that the practice, the team, the doctor's reputation, and the patient all have a vested interest in things going right.
Mm-hmm.
And so nobody likes financial surprises. I don't think you do, unless it's maybe, Ed McMahon used to a long time ago show up at your door, knock on your door, and give you that
Yeah,
$100,000 check from Publishers
yeah,
Clearinghouse.
that'd be a good surprise. Sure.
Did you
Yeah,
get that one, by the way? Did he ever show up at your door?
not so far. Still waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, he never showed up at mine either. I think he lost my address. But I have had financial surprises in the form of an invoice or a statement that comes to my door that says, in my mind and in the discussion that was had at a practice, I owed $120, and
Mm-hmm.
now all of a sudden the statement shows up and I owe 210 because now
Mm-hmm.
insurance didn't get paid. And so those are the kind of surprises we're talking about here. They're different from the good surprises. They drain time. They negatively impact the morale of the team
Right.
because now they're spending time chasing answers from carriers. They're doing things that are difficult to do that shouldn't have to be done. And those surprises also hit the patient directly in the pocketbook. And they shape how patients feel about the practice, about whether they trust you, whether they're going to
Wow.
recommend others. I mean, we don't recommend our family and friends to places that surprise us with financial things.
Mm. Right.
And so
Oh, I know. Yeah.
it really begins to impact the practice and the ongoing livelihood and growth of the practice. Now I'm going to give you an illustration, and I'm going to use the word money in this illustration. But when I do, Rusty, I want you to think about other things rather than money. I want you to think about reputation.
Mm.
I want you to think about team morale. And I want you to think about bandwidth for growing and even patient satisfaction. So I'm going to say
Yeah.
money here once or twice in what I'm about to say. But when I do, I want you to think about all those important things: reputation, team morale, bandwidth for growing, patient satisfaction, not just the financial component. So,
Right.
so here goes. There are only two reasons, and two reasons only, why patients owe a dental practice money. Number one, you didn't collect an appropriate patient portion at checkout. So
Mm.
that's one. And or could be number two as well. Number two, you expect insurance to pay something that it won't.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So here's what's interesting. There are also two things that prevent that from happening. First, you need an exhaustive insurance verification with coverage, with processing guidelines, administrative details, patient history, remaining benefits, and the correct fee schedule. And second, that plan has to be entered into the practice management software in detail to include exception tables with a clean, predictable PDF that your team can look at, review for just 30 seconds before they finalize the treatment estimate. So, when it comes to insurance management, we are definitely in one of those garbage in, garbage out situations. If you don't have the right thing going in, there's only two reasons why they owe you money. It's because you didn't collect the right amount of money, or you expect insurance to pay you something it's not going to pay you. And if you don't have the right input on the front end of that conversation, the back end of that conversation is way more costly to
Mm-hmm.
manage. And so you got this garbage in, garbage out situation. And just, you've seen it, you drive down the highway and you get to this big patch where there's just garbage everywhere. It's obviously something blew off of a truck, or something blew out of somebody's trunk or something. So, like the garbage that you see scattered on the highway, when something falls off a truck, it takes a lot more time to clean it up than it
Mhm.
would have taken to secure it properly in the first place.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
getting
I
it
know that.
right on the front end, yeah, is
Right.
the answer to not having to spend a lot of time on the back end. Very expensive time on the back end cleaning it up.